What's going on, guys? My name is Brian Cedro, also known as the Advocate of the Mafia, and this would be...
My name is Cindy G, and I am the First Lady of the Mafia.
That's right. So we are here to do our review of The Purge 2. Now, just before we proceed, don't forget to check out our boy Tyler. His review should be up. I do believe he did record it last night after the show, so make sure to subscribe to his channel for events for Ontario Indie Wrestling. His information will be down below in the description and following this video. But back to the matter at hand, we are 24 hours away removed from the Purge, and basically this is just going to be a full recap and rundown of the card. So your opening contest was ACH taking on the real Ben Affleck, Alex Daniels, when ACH did defeat Alex Daniels via pinfall. Now, I was expecting that the opening match would be the King of Hearts qualifier, MJF versus Shane Saber, but as I said in the prediction video, these two gentlemen put on a hell of a match. Now, despite the fact that Alex Daniels did lose, again, both of these guys did an amazing job, and we hope to see ACH back once again in an Alpha-1 ring. I'm 0 for 1 in terms of predictions, unfortunately, at this point. My personal opinion in this match, again, great opener. Basically just set the tone for the entire card. What about you, Cindy?
It's a really good match so far. Like, they started with their t-shirt coming off contest, especially they shook their hand. That's really much a good sportsmanship. So far, they give it their best and their all too. And I thought that ACH is gonna lose because I did root for ACH, but at the end of the day, he did his finisher and he beat the real Ben Affleck. So I was very happy about that. And ACH, this is for you.
Alright, so moving along, we had the Zero Gravity title match with Space Monkey taking on Gregory Iron. Now we had Space Monkey get the pinfall over Gregory Iron. Now, this match, because it was added last minute to the card, and I thought it was a good match. However, the build-up to the match, I don't think was the greatest. Only reason being because the only reason why Gregory Iron got this title match is because if you guys saw his promo, he was saying that, he sacrificed a lot of blood out of Mortal Kombat 5 with his dog collar match against Ricky Shane Page, and that's how we got the title match. But again, Space Monkey did go over. To be honest, this match wasn't the greatest, especially for a title match. Now, after the match, while Space Monkey was celebrating, Irons did attack Space Monkey, and then all the attention was turned to the entranceway when Dominic Garanni and the Dream Team are standing by, and Stokely and Big Man were encouraging Dom to get in the ring to put his open contract on the line while Gregory was beating down Space Monkey, and Dom hesitantly came to the ring, and he did cash in his open contract, and that became a secondary Zero Gravity title match. However, not even within a minute, Space Monkey got the pin with the roll-up, and again, Space Monkey is still the Zero Gravity champion. Now, after that match, Stokely and Big Man came into the ring, and Stokely was letting out his frustrations on Dom, and reminded Dom that the Dream Team is not about losing, and that he if he doesn't take home the gold, and later on in the night, then brain fart. Sorry, can't think right now.
Well,
but
he has a last chance.
Yeah.
Well, some of a last chance. The fact that he needs to beat Stevie Fierce and the rest of the competitors for the Fatal 4-Way freelance title match, which we're gonna get into that later. However, regarding the Zero Gravity title match between Gregory Irons and Space Monkey, whom I'm still not forgiving Space Monkey for beating Del Bruno, and make him so pissed off about that. Yeah. But overall, agree or disagree, and this is our opinions, for me, I don't think the match was even that great at all. Like, here's the thing. I did pay attention to Gregory Irons' match, like, from the indie scene, especially here and especially in Alpha-1 as well. It's like, he can do anything, whatever he wants to. And especially the fact that, with the nunchucks, and Space Monkey has that banana-style nunchucks, trying to show off. I thought that match is supposed to be giving you well to execution, but to me, it has, like, a bit of a good build-up, but this is, like, my opinion for that. But, I don't think that match was pretty much more well executed for the fact, and let alone it's like, and this is, it wasn't, I wasn't even too fond of it, like I was expecting more from both Space Monkey and both Gregory Irons, and at the end, when Space Monkey pinned Gregory Irons, just like, that is it. And I feel like I'm watching like a less of a 5-minute match so far, And now regarding Dom, like, trying to pin Space Monkey, but didn't because Space Monkey repinned it. Honestly, I don't blame Dom, that, he doesn't want to cash in his contract, but, it is what it is. That's good. That's only for business, but it's based on Stokely's decision, and we'll get into that once we're talking about the freelance title match 4-way elimination in just a moment, guys. So
okay. So next up, we had the 6-man Scramble, where we had the competitors of Steve Brown taking on Dr. Dan, Easy, Eric Carnie, Rob Matter, Mark Wheeler, and Josh Rogen. And I'm 1 for 1, or sorry, I should say 1 for 4, because Steve Brown came out on top as I predicted. Now, as I said to you yesterday, Austin, yeah, I don't see, like, I know you're a big fan of Dr. Dan. I know your argument is he has one victory, but it wasn't a singles match victory. It was in a tag match where he didn't even get the pinfall. He's just milking off that celebration of that victory. And like I said, but I will admit, when Dr. Dan does, and this is a shout out to you, Dr. Dan, when you perform well, I will give you some appraisal for that high fly spot. When you can fly, you can fly. As long as you don't use that little hoverboard and make it look stupid, then that's okay. One hilarious moment that Cindy will probably agree with me with is Josh Rogen. He took a broom
from the virus
and literally tried to fly and take out his opponents in the match, and I thought that was pretty funny.
It is.
But this was a quickly, fast-paced match. Quicker than I thought it would be, actually. But it was an overall, I would say, out of a 5-star rating, I'd probably give it about a 3.5. So I don't know about Cindy.
Honestly, it was a pretty good match so far. I would give it a 4 because of like how each of the competitor did a really good job showing off their high-flying moves, And in the beginning of the match, the rest except for Dr. Dan, I think, and Rob Matter, who is one half of Beautifully Fierce with Stevie Fierce. They just said it and said, well, the rest start attacking Steve Brown so far. But my favorite part is that when everybody was at the turnbuckle, we all thought it was going to be Steve Brown, like, getting up and start like pushing them away. But it turned out to be Rob Matter, with all his strength for such a short guy, and gorgeous. He started to push all of them downward, and that was like a pretty much a very impressive moment so far. But at the end, I was actually kind of rooting for both Mark Wheeler and Eric Carnie because they're both from Hamilton. I got to represent my new hometown, but at the end, of course, the Bonecrusher won, which I kind of in defense about it, but hopefully there's going to be a retribution between him and Mark Wheeler since, they're supposed to be having like an ongoing feud so far. But for me, I would give it a 4 out of 5 with this match. I would say this is like pretty much a good match I've seen in a while so far, but that's my opinion. Get back to you.
Okay, so next up, we finally had the PR of Alessandro Del Bruno, and of course, out of respect for Del Bruno, the Mafia represented it loud and proud when Jade made her announcement.
That's right.
Now, a couple of things everyone's curious to know what happened and what she announced. One, she did announce that Del Bruno no longer wants to be a contender for the Zero Gravity title. Why? Because he feels he's a 2-time champion. He's above that. He is a former alpha male champion, and he would like to get back into that title hunt. So that was a couple of things that was announced, as well as that we are going to see the return of our godfather of Alpha-1 on September 10th in St. Catharines for Alpha-1 Beyond Compare. So, for all those in the St. Catharines area, Alpha-1 is coming your way. Now, this is a shout out to all my Hamilton Alpha-1 people. If I can get a group going, I would like for all of us to represent Hamilton in St. Catharines that day.
And more information will be later on.
Okay, and as well, something that kind of shocked Miss Chung is she also announced that she will be in action as well in St. Catharines. So, could we possibly see Del Bruno and Miss Chung maybe tagging up of sorts? Who knows? So stay tuned to Alpha-1 for more information about that.
Well, here's the thing. Even though Jade disagree on it, but if you guys were in Mortal Kombat 5, I know it was like a last minute part because Bia supposed to have her match against Pelham before, but due to the fact that she has a concussion, and she did talk to Alpha-1 GM Josh Alexander that she had a match with Jade Chung, even though it was last minute, but Jade did a really good job. But I don't know why, like, she's against it, I mean, she did a good job, as long as, like, she gotta, like, keep training with Del Bruno and, having more confidence, like, believing in herself and all that, she can definitely will be good as a tag team partner with Del Bruno or as a singles competitor as well, So just looking forward to it. And also, I love her new hairdo, by the way, but gotta throw it out there.
Now, just getting back to Jade for a second. Now, again, for those who missed Mortal Kombat 5, yes, she was in action, but against her own will because Bia talked to General Manager Josh Alexander, and because she was available, well, that's how they had that match.
Exactly.
So, but definitely, if you want to see that, pick up Mortal Kombat 5 or order from the Smart Mark video for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, moving along, we have the Alpha-1 tag team titles on the line when the Virus, consisting of Josh Alexander and Gavin Quinn, taking on 2 stars, Al Ego Ethan Page,
All
and
ego.
yeah, that's what I said. Al Ego Ethan Page, and
Still.
Mr. American Nightmare Cody, do not mention his last name, Rhodes. Now, 2 stars, and I think, in a shocking turn of events, successfully defended those titles against the Virus. Even though the Virus had help, they still overcame the odds. Now, for that, just for that simple fact that they overcame the odds, I will give my hat to you, Mr. Rhodes, and to you, Mr. Al Ego Ethan Page, for successfully defending the titles. Now, this was actually a pretty good match, I would say.
Yeah.
It literally went all over the bar. Where I do believe there's a spot between Cody and Gavin Quinn, right by the bar area, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was one of the high spots of
the
match. Now, probably another highlight of the match
would be the mask of Cody Rhodes when his nose was broken.
Yep.
When he was in WWE, reminiscing the ending of his dashing Cody Rhodes, which it was so unexpected.
Yes, so there was an actual mark out moment when Josh had one of the Virus members come out from the back with Cody's mask in hand.
And the smoke and mirror theme music played in our heads.
Yep, and Josh actually put it on. But even though there was that, that nostalgic part of the match, 2 stars still came out on top. Now,
thumbtacks.
Yes, thumbtacks. Yes.
Yep.
So thumbtacks were involved in this match, and this is a shout out to Cody for taking that thumbtack spot.
Oh yeah.
And still being able to walk after that.
Oh yeah.
So that was a huge wow.
Still walking out, still during intermission.
Yeah.
It's like, how can he did not feel the pain But anyway, overall, it's a pretty good match. Sucks that the Virus lost. Sorry. But,
However, the Virus has one more chance. Well, not one more chance, but they will get another opportunity. Hopefully. It hasn't been formally announced. But just out of speculation, Paige did ask Cody if he would like to do this one more time. And Cody loves coming back to Steel City. Cody said yes. Now, I do believe it hasn't been announced if the tag team title is going to be back at the September 24th event or if it'll be at a different event. But again, stay tuned for that. The tag team titles will be on the line once again. Again, stay tuned to Alpha-1 for confirmation.
Who knows? He may bring his wife, Brandy Rhodes.
Yep, that could be another way as well, too.
Yep. Please, Cody.
Yep. Okay. So, coming back from intermission, we have your King of Hearts match qualifier between Maxwell Jacob Friedman taking on the Wrestling Jesus.
Jeebus.
Shout out to Josh. Shane Saber. Now, MJF did get the pinfall over Shane Saber. Now, this was a pretty decent match, I would say. I'd say it's about average. And even though I'm kind of a fan of both of these guys, but for some reason, like I said in my promo, I just wanted MJF to win, just for the simple fact that he's a former Outer Limits champion. So I'm glad that he gets a spot in the tournament. So now that he's entrant number 4, so he will join the bad boy, the real bad boy, Joey Janela,
Yay.
Al Ego
All
Ethan,
ego.
that's what I said, Al Ego Ethan Page, Anthony Green, and entrant number 4, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. So those are the 4 entrants at this point for the King of Hearts 2017 tournament. Again, stay tuned for Alpha-1 Wrestling for more information in the weeks to come.
And suck on that, MJF. If you say suck on this to me, suck on that.
Yep, the crotch chop, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to bring us to the 4-way elimination match for the Freelance Championship, when champion Stevie Fierce was defending the title against Dom Garanni with Stokely Hathaway and Big Man versus Matt Nix and Kurt Stallion. Now, in no particular order, Dom Garanni pinned Kurt Stallion. He also made Matt Nix, he defeated him by submission. However, Stevie Fierce was getting the advantage. He was just about to hit his finisher. Big Man got up on the apron. Big Man was holding Stevie Fierce. Dom was about to hit him. Unfortunately, accidentally hit Big Man, and then Stevie Fierce got the pinfall victory over Garanni. Now, as we mentioned earlier, Stokely once again got back into the ring, and he fumed. Stokely ran down Dom once again. Now, this hasn't been confirmed, but Stokely is told Dom he's got one more shot to prove he's worthy of being a member of the Dream Team by having a rematch for the Zero Gravity title. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Cindy, I do believe he said August 13th?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so it hasn't been confirmed yet, but there a new possible match added to the King of Hearts tournament. Dom Garanni with Stokely Hathaway and Big Man versus Space Monkey for a rematch for the Zero Gravity title. So again, stay tuned. Now,
even though I'm not a fan of both competitors, but this is Dom Garanni's one last chance of it. And overall, with the match with the Fatal 4-Way, it was pretty good, pretty executed. I was actually rooting for the Lone Star, Kurt Stallion, myself, but fortunately he got eliminated so far. And also, I'm happy that Stevie Fierce, as beautiful as ever, retained the title, so that was pretty much a good match overall on my end.
Okay, so just before we move along, now, in the last, 3-4 prediction videos, I've been becoming a fan of Dominic Garanni. Now, just like how people are asking Austin why he's a fan of Dr. Dan, people are asking me, why am I a fan of Dominic Garanni?
Yeah, why, Brian?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Because of his style. Very unique to Alpha-1. Haven't seen anything like that in a while. It's not because I like him just for the sake. It's because I think his style is unique. Everyone else doesn't like it. I liked it so much. I'm a fan so much. I bought one of his t-shirts. So, yeah. Now I kind of understand why people are on Austin. Now people are on me for Garanni. So, yeah, for all the people who are hating me because I like Garanni, well, now I know how Austin feels. Anyways, now, that's going to bring us to the Alpha Male Championship, when champion Diamond Tiger Kobe Durst was taking on the challenger, the leader of the Rookie Army, Ricky Shane Page. Now, next to the tag team title, this match definitely showed why it was called The Purge. Now, for those who were in attendance for The Purge last year, you know what kind of things you were expecting from that. And this match delivered I'd say about on par from last year's. Now, Kobe did successfully retain the title against Ricky Shane Page, and I've said it once, I'll say it again. Kobe, much respect to you. You put your body on the line, defend that championship every single time, and the list of wrestlers you have defeated is growing, and I am amazed. Everyone in attendance was hoping that Ricky would come home with the gold. But I do believe, in my personal opinion, Ricky Shane Page is alpha male title worthy. Now, hopefully, Ricky will have that chance once again. And if it does happen again, I really hope Ricky comes out on top. Now, overall, in terms of this event, versus last year's Purge. Last year's Purge was, was the first annual Purge.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good show. This show, and I will be very honest with you, no beating around the bush. Not the greatest show, but it was a good show. Okay. Now, it's great that we did have the return of Cody Rhodes to the show. Now, usually, when we attend Alpha-1 shows, usually every single match is a blockbuster. I'll admit, as a fan, that not every match at this event was on par of what Alpha-1 can do.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the reason why we come back every single time. Because we know every show just gets better and better and better. Now, how I'd like to do a little comparison here. Now, you know how there's always build up in, WWE, Ring of Honor, New Japan, etc., etc. I treat every Alpha-1 event like it's a big event. And obviously, you've seen my hype videos, Cindy's hype videos, Tyler's hype videos. We treat every single event as a huge event. Why? Because that's how passionate we are about wrestling. Now, I'll admit, for the last few months, I haven't been up to date too much with the WWE, because to me, the product isn't, I've come to the realization, after all these years, that their product, honestly, cannot compare to the independent scene. And I'm speaking right from the heart when I say that. I've become such a huge fan of the independent scene, as much as I used to be a huge fan of WWE. And yeah, this is going to be a shock to all of you. I'm a bigger fan of indie wrestling than I am of John Cena. And that says something. Because usually when I go to independent shows, I'm dressed up as John Cena. But lately I've been buying a lot more independent merch because I want to support them. So, but yeah, that's just my piece. I don't know if you want to add anything to that, Cindy.
Honestly, you guys, so pretty much I'm going to have to do a comparison between last year's Purge and this year's Purge. I did do more homework now on last year's Purge, and I did a comparison versus this year's Purge. So stay tuned for this week. I'll be putting on this video on my channel at simply_c_ok on my YouTube channel. Comparison between Purge the first purge and second purge as well, from my viewpoint and opinion, as well as other related content as well on my channel. So make sure to stay tuned for it as well.
Okay, so yeah, so definitely stay tuned to both of our channels for content. We'll try to produce as much content as we can, as well as don't forget to check out our homie Tyler. He should have his review up by this point. Because like I said earlier, I think it should be up. If not, it should be up soon.
And to let you know that he has more information on all the indie wrestling scene in Ontario, not just Hamilton, but like in Oshawa, Toronto, Niagara Falls, anywhere in Ontario. So make sure to follow him. He's like a huge supporter of Ontario wrestling scene.
Okay.
So is him too.
Yeah, and all the information for that will be down below in the description, as well as preceding the end of this video. So for myself, Cindy,
And sorry for the helicopter noises.
it's okay, we're filming outside. But anyways, yep, for myself, Cindy, and the Mafia, and for all the great Alpha-1 Wrestling fans, we hope to see you at the next show. We're out.
Bye.
Peace.